Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Getting a lot of requests about the top players at the current position with the team of the year now out. So I thought I'd make an updated video among the forwards that are the best at each of their positions. So I've got left-handed wingers, right-handed wingers, and centermen. I'll give you guys my updated thoughts. These are not the best values, guys. These are not the cards that I think that you should go out and sell your entire team for. These are just the best ones. So as a guide, if you've got a really good team or if you're trying to figure out which ones to choose between, if you're trying to invest in a big card, these are the ones to go for. If you guys have any other questions, make sure you answer or make sure you ask in the comments section down below, or come check me out on Twitch. I go live at 2 p.m. every single day Eastern time, twitch.tv/nosleeves12, and I'll be happy to answer your question there. All right, guys, let's get into the video. All right, we'll start with left-handed wingers, and coming in at number 4 is the 94 MARIAN GABORIK. He's got a litany of good synergies. You want to activate Spark, and I would recommend Booming Shots, but it really doesn't matter. You could actually go Applesauce, I guess, because everything's already 99 for Booming Shot. It just depends on what is used for your team. An extremely good card, obviously. 6'1" is nice size, 94 speed, 95 acceleration with Spark activated. His agility's max, balance is max, endurance is basically max. His shot is 99 across the board. Body checking's max. The only issue is his 81 defensive awareness, which means he's basically not going to be intercepting passes at all, but he plays on the wing, which is where that's the least necessary to have defensive awareness very high. This is a phenomenal card. He can't really play center, even though he does have a decent face-off rating. You still don't want to put him there just because of that defensive awareness is just super low. He does have wheels. Not a huge fan of the zone ability on wheels just because a lot of people have it on McDavid or Duchene, and having it on multiple players is a little bit of a albatross on your actual ability points you can have. And to be honest, the other ones I'm not a big fan of either, but just the stats alone make him the number 4 left-handed winger in my opinion. Coming in at number 3 among left-handed wingers is the 94 Matt Duchene, and he hasn't scored in a while, but still one of the best cards to have. He's got tape-to-tape as a superstar ability and wheels as well. 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 99 agility. The reason why I think this card is just a little bit better then the MARIAN GABORIK is it's just his feel. He feels extremely fast. This is a personal preference. Something about this card, it just, I really enjoy. I think it's one of the best in the game. You could play him at center with Thief activated. He's already got basically max defensive stats as well, but one of the best cards to activate. I love the tape-to-tape superstar ability. Just one of the better ones that you can look to activate. His passing is just a little bit more of a skill gap this year. So activating Booming Shot would be what I would recommend. Helps his body checking a little bit more. And then Thief over Heart and Soul. When he scores his next goal, he should get a third synergy as well, making him that much better. Coming in at number 2 among left-handed wingers is the 93 Team of the Year, MIKKO Rantanen. Now, obviously, I've mentioned in my Team of the Year videos that I think that certain different playstyles won't enjoy MIKKO Rantanen as much, and I've got to say I'm someone who enjoys like having fast, speedy wingers. I think that's where you can really take advantage of the speed. Using this MIKKO Rantanen card so far has been really fun. He feels a lot faster than his stats indicate, and he just doesn't lose the puck. He's 6'4", has distributor. You throw Gladiator on them to help his body checking, and then Spark as well. So speed at 91, acceleration at 91. I've got Silver Wheels activated on him because it does help out with lower speed in the sense that when you actually have the puck, you lose about 3 to the speed stat. That's why, people can catch up to you when they have that. Wheels takes out that debuff about 1.5. So it keeps, if they have lower speed, it at least keeps it higher with that, no debuff on there, which is why I think it's important. The other ones I'm not a huge fan of. You could throw 1T on there, but I think if you're taking a one-timer cross crease, it's going to go in no matter what. And Big Rig, while it is good situationally, not worth the 6 ability points in my opinion. But this card has been phenomenal. He is one of the better cards. He also feels really quick when you're doing half spins and cuts, which I wasn't really anticipating. I thought he'd feel a little bit more bulky, but no, this is a phenomenal card. And if you still need a winger that isn't, Connor McDavid from Team of the Year, obviously MIKKO Rantanen would be it. And then coming in at number 1 among left-handed wingers, no surprise here, is the 96 Team of the Year, Connor McDavid. The X Factor would be number 1 as well. However, the Team of the Year is obviously just a little bit better. You have Spark as well as Booming Shot on him, which raises his body checking up to 96. And then Magician really doesn't do anything for him at all, but it's just what I have activated on him. He's got elite edges, which is great, as well as wheels at 98 speed. insane what he does with the puck. And he also has tape to tape. Again, another great superstar ability. The only thing I will say about tape to tape is that I took it off on this card because if you look down at the stats, I played 32 games of Hut Champs and Division 1 rivals. I have 31 goals and 7 assists with this guy. I just don't pass the puck with him, so I just thought that I would use my abilities elsewhere. Unstoppable Force, I will say, I have not noticed. I noticed that he still gets bumped off the puck even with this on. However, he's so fast that he can get by a lot of those checks when people are trying to catch you along the boards. Other than that, his shot is automatic, his speed down the wing is unmatched, and easily the best left-handed winger card in the game. All right, on to right-handed wingers. Coming in at number 4 is the 93 Alex Ovechkin. This card is feels faster than he actually is in terms of his stats. 91 speed, 89 acceleration. He feels much faster than that. If you throw on a bunch of, booming shot as well as magician, you can get his agility up to 96, which makes him have that ability to not feel so bulky and kind of sluggish. He's got max body checking, just an unbelievable card, a perfect build. If he gets a little bit quicker, which he will over the next few tiers, he's going to be one of the best for the rest of the game. I'm not a huge fan of any of his superstar abilities, in all honesty, because I think 1T just costs way too much. Shock and Awe is a little gimmicky. However, it is kind of arcadey, but it's very situational. Snipe I haven't really enjoyed, and Back At You, again, while it's cool, kind of a little tough to activate. So even without all of that, his synergies combined, just a really, really good card. He comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the 92 Jack Eichel. I play him at center, but he is one of the best right-handed wingers. He's not optimized for center, but he can still play there. With Distributor and Booming Shot, just a really good, well-rounded card. You could throw Gladiator on him if you weren't playing him at center to get his body checking even higher, but just a really, really good card all the way around, and one that I've really enjoyed using. In terms of the superstar abilities, you could activate Wheels, you could activate Tape to Tape on him, as well as Born Leader. Born Leader superstar ability, guys, becoming one of my favorites on guys that you have on your first or second line. For only 1 point, you get a big enough boost to all of your skaters on the team after that player scores a goal, which is a pretty big advantage. But he comes in at the number 3 right-handed winger spot. Coming in at number 2 is the 92 Steven Stamkos. Just a great build. 6'1", can play center as well. You can get his body checking up into the 90s as well with Distributor. Again, 95 speed, or you could go Workhorse to get his acceleration up to 96. He's got a great shot, great hand stats, and again, his flexibility to be able to play center. Again, superstar abilities, I'm not really big on any of them, but stat-wise alone, just one of the better ones, and he comes in as the number 2 right-handed winger, in my opinion. And then coming in at number 1 among right-handed wingers, it's still the 93 Mario Lemieux. He's got his new upgrade. It did give him Workhorse, but I think Distributor helps him out. He feels as fast as Connor McDavid. I don't know if because he's so tall, it's his stride. Not sure what it is, but his shot is automatic. He plays huge. He's able to get the puck back really easily. You can raise up his body checking with Gladiator as well. But again, I just don't think he needs any superstar abilities. This card alone is already a max shooter. His hand stats are already maxed out as well. Could play him at center, but I think you really take advantage of him on the wing. One of the best cards you can get. You're going to pay over $1 million for him, but still easily the best right-handed winger in the game. All right, on to centerman. Coming in at number 4 is Kirby Dach. Now, I'm almost positive that Austin Matthews, at the time of this recording, is going to get a Team of the Week player, and he will bump up to a 92 and more than likely overtake Kirby Dach for the 4th center spot. But at the time of this recording, I still think Kirby Dach is the number 4. He's got Thief on him. You can put Buzzing as well as Booming Shot. He is going to play a little bit slower, but at 6'4", he's just so good at center. Body checking is really high. Defensive awareness and stick checking are great. I just think he's the perfect combo at center. You can put tape to tape on him as well. You can even put close quarters if you are playing him at center, which you obviously are. So just a very, very good, well-rounded card, and he still remains inside the top 4 currently. But again, I think Austin Matthews, once he gets his next tier upgrade to 92, he'll overtake him. Then coming in at number 3, I battled with this card the last little while, but the 93 Leon Draisaitl, just statistically, is still among the best centers in the game. I've only got him upgraded to 90, and like I said, he's felt like he's just not good enough anymore, especially for my team. Now, obviously, I have a team that's ridiculous, but that being said, when he gets up to 93, his stats are still very good. So he's got 91 speed. He can't really get his agility or acceleration up. The one thing I will say is that I was surprised his body checking is kind of low for someone that I thought it might be a little bit bigger. But Booming Shot does help out with that. The one problem is that well-rounded is just not a synergy you're going to have activated. So once he gets his next tier upgrade, which probably won't take very long because it's Leon Draisaitl, if he gets another synergy that's usable, he can become a really good. I do like the gold tape-to-tape ability on him if you're playing him high in your lineup, but still, I'm not really sold on him long-term because the cost is so high. But he's still third best, in my opinion, among centermen in the game. Coming in at number 2 among centermen is the 93 John Tavares. He does have 3 skating synergies, as you can get Spark up to 90 on him, as well as Distributor and Fly the Zone, which gives him 93 speed. His shot is great. His hand stats are almost max. Defensively, he's almost perfect as well. Tape to tape as his zone ability is great. And low-key, big tipper if you're playing him behind the lineup and you take a lot of point shots or you shoot from far out. Could be a pretty nice combo as well, but still, one of the best. The only thing I will say is that he will be passed pretty quickly by some of the guys that will get upgrades, even like Kopitar, for example, or if Sean Couturier gets a big one as well. But Matthews, he's probably the next one closest coming up. But right now, I do think he is the second best center in the game. And then lastly, number 1 remains the same, the 94 HENRIK ZETTERBERG. This has been the best feeling offensive card I have used, and I don't know why. I have no explanation of it, guys. This is just one of those things where the stats don't add up to what you're getting. He has been absolutely nuts for me. So you can put Distributor on him, gets him up to 94 speed. You get Thief on him, and he's activated everything defensively to 99. Born Leader and Elite Edges. I put Elite Edges on a lot of my players now because of the ability to cut and half spin and all of that. He has just been a phenomenal card for me and someone I would try and get if you are someone who has the, means to actually acquire a team builder. This 94 HENRIK ZETTERBERG is phenomenal. And again, like I said, I like bigger centermen. This one is just bananas, though. No other way to say it. Really good card, and I think that he is the best centerman in the game currently. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the rankings of forwards currently. The one thing I do want to mention is Wayne Gretzky. He could probably be a bit better at center than some of these other players that I rank behind him. He just has very low body checking, and he's only 6 foot. I'd rather play him at wing, and I think that GABORIK is just a little bit better. There's something about Wayne Gretzky that doesn't feel like he's as good as his stats are. He's not like Mario Lemieux. Mario plays like he's 125 everything, as well as this Jordan Kyrie's slowly becoming one of my favorite right-handed winger cards, but he's got a lot of competition. EICHEL as well as Stamkos, and then McKinnon's coming right behind him. A lot of options among right-handed wingers, but I'll do a ranking of the defensemen tomorrow, guys. Make sure you tune into the Twitch channel, going live at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you then. Have a good one.